So the next topic we're gonna talk about is CloudFormation. So this is also one of the things that are quite similar to Elastic Beanstalk, especially pricing wise. Okay. So before we go into CloudFormation, I want to tell you guys a story, and I'm gonna tell you a personal story that I had with CloudFormation. So since day one, I had went to a workshop that is called Serverless Espresso, and I think I have talked about it multiple times. So this workshop is a hands-on labs that teaches you serverless services in AWS and gives you the ability to build a coffee shop system using AWS and serverless services. Of course, this is what I think it was the creation of serverless land, and I also talked about serverless land, and it was one of the amazing workshops I had in 2021. And it's also this exact workshop or hands-on labs opened my heart into cloud computing and AWS. Okay, so after I have finished that workshop, I was like, I want to do this again. I want to experience the same thing I've been through. So I had this workshop and I want to do it again. So I started looking up on the internet, and I just, of course, the thing that helped me, the sticker I got from them so I can remember the name of the workshop. And here I am. I have found the workshop that we're talking about, and this is serverless espresso. So we're going to deploy a backend that supports a pop-up coffee shop. And this is very, very easy and very interesting. So I had some trouble because, as I remember when I had my workshop, like all this configuration was handled, everything I need. I just was deploying everything, like basically, I mean, like the databases had data in them, and everything was like kind of set up. I just like had to connect them to each other. So when I was like, I want to do this, I couldn't find the way. Then I opened their website, and there it is. If you want to go to setup, and we're gonna see this. This is so. Let's go to overview or self-hosted. We're gonna see here that CloudFormation stacks. So this was actually one of the things I used. So I can launch a stack in my AWS account and then launch serverless espresso, and I can start this step-by-step lab, which actually was very great. It taught me about step functions, Lambda functions, DynamoDB, API gateways. It has taught me a lot, and it was very, very interesting. So I had fun. So here you can see an overview and about the display, barista ordering, backend. So you can see here a lot, Lambda functions, API gateways, and this is a step function. And the costs, by the way, so I have used the Amplify console, API gateway, Cognito, Event Bridge, step functions, IoT Core, Lambda, and Dynamo. So all of these are serverless services. And you can see here that this is a step-by-step guide. So when I started setting up my account, that I wanna do this. I wanna do this, So I just launched a stack, and everything was created for me. So let's start now our CloudFormation journey. This is a brief story I had that made me understand the importance of CloudFormation, and let's get into it. Okay, so let me present it. It's full screen, please. And this is the icon of the CloudFormation. Let's get into it. So we're going to give a brief introduction, key features, how it works, and template, use cases, and pricing. Okay, so this is a very 18-slide lecture because I don't need a lot to know. I just want you to understand the perspective of CloudFormation, and this gives you the ability to create a collection of related AWS resources and provision them in a very predictable manner. So this helps us in a lot of ways that you only create the things you need, all the configurations in one place, and you're gonna use CloudFormation for this. So key features. It's infrastructure as code. You can define your infrastructure using code, allowing you for version control and automation, automated provisioning. Also, you can automatically create and manage resources using templates. So if you want a serviceless Espresso self-hosted, I can send you the link to launch this CloudFormation stack, and it's usable for everyone. So everyone can use Cloud or make the serviceless Espresso lab using the CloudFormation stack. Consistency, of course, is going to ensure consistent configuration across all of the environment, because, of course, we're going to have everything bundled up in one place. Resource management, it's going to manage dependencies and orchestrate it across multiple resources. Rollback and change set, we've talked about this. Rollback and change sets are related to version control, so you can go back to older versions if you don't want the newer version. So how it works, first thing, we're going to create a template, sorry. It's either a JSON or YAML file. So I think, what service does use a YAML file? I think Kubernetes, if I'm not wrong. I hope it's Kubernetes, yeah. So you either can create a template using a JSON file or a YAML file, so JavaScript object notation, and we've talked about this in the policy section. And then we can deploy it, and then we can manage it. So either we can use CloudFormation to create stacks based on the template we have created, which is JSON or YAML, and then we can manage it, either delete, update, or anything else using any kind of console, CLI, or SDK, aka API. So template structure. Of course, we're going to have a resource, a parameter mapping, and we have outputs and conditions. So let's go to ChatGPT. I think maybe I have it. Let me check if I still have my AWS CloudFormation. I don't think I do though, but let me check. So let's go to CloudFormation. If I don't have it anymore, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to create a template for us. Yeah, I don't think I have any kind. Yeah. Okay, here it is. So serverless workshop, delete field. That's good. So as you can see here, we can see like it's gonna contain a lot of stuff. So events, stack info. You can see it creates stack resources. So here you can see like we have a lot of resources, so counting tables, like a lot, like here you can see DynamoDBs, SSM parameters, Lambda function, IAM rules, like a lot of stuff. And this is delete complete. What's the delete not complete for? So, yeah, so this exact serviceless Espresso had like 73 resources in it. So here we can see outputs. As we can see here, so we saw the resources, it was 73. And parameters, outputs, templates, like you can see code length, a lot of stuff, mappings, like there's a lot of stuff you can see. Yeah, you can see, sorry. And you can see the outputs and conditions. So you can put any kind of conditions you want. So use cases, for me, it's the same use case as the workshop one. So either you can use it for application development, workshops, infrastructure management, of course, because it's infrastructure as code, disaster recovery, and compliance. As you can ensure your resources are compliant and all of them are using the same policy. Okay, so pricing, as we said, it's kind of same to Elastic Beanstalk. So CloudFormation itself is free, but you have to pay for the resources that comes with it. So, does anyone have any kind of question till now? Yeah, thank you. It's very easy. It's very easy. CloudFormation and Elastic Beanstalk are very easy. So here you can see we have IEC or infrastructure as code generator. So we can create a template. account resources, create CloudFormation templates, and import it using CDK or CloudFormation. It's very easy. Okay, good. So does anyone have any kind of question? Yeah. Okay, guys. So I